want to take it back to the courtroom during those 2 trials because, of course, you had probably around 10 first responders get up there and give the Eric and Derek narrative. I had talked to Daniel Cole, the EOC director that I mentioned earlier. I'd talked to him a couple weeks ago, and one of the things we talked about was, like, what really happened? Like, we heard what everybody said, and having been a volunteer firefighter, I can say, sure, I remember calls where it's like, "Okay, everybody go back to the station and write your report." So you're sitting there and you're like, "What was the time? Does anybody know what time it was?" And somebody says, "Oh, it was 6:02," and we're like, "Okay, 6:02." And so could this have been a situation where maybe all these people didn't actually hear that? And I think that was the question throughout the trial for me is like, how is everybody, over here, he's saying it was breathy, I couldn't hear her. And then this guy over here is like, oh, she told me Eric did this to her. She said Eric did this to me. So I kind of sat down with Daniel. I was like, what was that? What was it? And Daniel said it was so breathy and it was hard to understand. And it was kind of more like, and so he said at that point, it's like he looked around, was like, did anybody hear that? Like, y'all listen close. Is she saying Eric? And so
Mm.
there was that going on that, at some point that may have informed some of their testimony. But then Darla Palmer is a phenomenal defense attorney. And she stepped up there, and at some point, I don't remember if it was during closing or during argument, but I think it was during closing, and she said, "Eric's not on trial here, but he should be." Boom. I mean, you felt
Oh.
that in the courtroom, you know?